Hi students, I am your maths teacher. In the last class you saw about the Gaussian elimination method, and today we are going to see about the test for consistency of homogeneous and non-homogeneous linear equation. Before starting with this topic, we are going to see some basic concept. First one, method to solve the linear equation. Second, consistent and inconsistent. Third, Reusch-Capelli theorem. Fourth, trivial and non-trivial solution. Based on this concept, we are going to do the sums in exercise 1.6 and 1.7. And now we are going to recall what are all the methods we applied to solve the system of linear equation. Here we applied three methods, that is matrix inversion method, Cramer's rule and Gaussian elimination method, where A is a non-singular matrix. In matrix inversion method, if you see, the method is applied only when the coefficient matrix is a square matrix and non-singular. And you will be getting the value in this way, that is x is equal to A inverse B, where determinant A not equal to 0. Coming to Cramer's rule, this rule is also applied when the coefficient matrix is a square matrix and non-singular, and we will be finding the solution in this way, that is x is equal to delta 1 by delta, y delta 2 by delta, and z delta 3 by delta, where delta not equal to 0. Coming to Gaussian elimination method, this method can be applied even the coefficient matrix is not a square matrix. We transform the augmented matrix into row echelon form, and then by back substitution we get the solution. Back substitution is nothing but from the last equation to the first equation, we'll be finding it out, students. And consistent and inconsistent. A system of linear equation having at least one solution is said to be consistent, and a system of linear equation having no solution is said to be inconsistent. Just keep two things in your mind. Consistent means at least one solution. Inconsistent means no solution. Next, Reusch-Capelli theorem. This theorem is important. That is, a system of linear equation Ax equal to B is consistent. Just see the word, it must be consistent if and only if the rank of the coefficient matrix is equal to the rank of the augmented matrix. They are given you in the symbol form, that is rank of A is equal to rank of AB. And they have given you some rules. We are having three conditions here. The three conditions, the first one is if rank of A, rank of AB equal to n. N is nothing but number of unknowns. If you are going to have these three conditions are equal, means then I can say it is consistent and has a unique solution. Second, rank of A is equal to rank AB equal to n minus k, that is less than n. When I am doing the sum, I will explain you this second part. We can say that it is consistent and has infinitely many solutions. The third one, if rank of A not equal to rank of AB, means then the system Ax equal to B is inconsistent and has no solution. Based on these three concepts, we are going to do the exercise. Exercise 1.614. Test for consistency, and if possible, solve the following system of equation by rank method. They are given you three equations here, that is 2x minus y plus z equal to 2. Second equation 6x minus 3y plus 3z equal to 6. And third equation 4x minus 2y plus 2z equal to 4. If you see these three equations, you are having three unknowns, that is x, y and z. And we are going to consider that unknown as n. Exercise 1.614. We are taking the equations. Left hand side we are having the variable and right hand side we are having the constant. First I am checking the number of unknowns, that is x, y and z, n equal to 3. Second, we are writing the matrix in the form Ax equal to B. I am taking A as the coefficients in x, y, z. I am taking the coefficients of x, y, z as A. Capital X is nothing but number of unknowns x, y, z, and B I am taking the values of the constant as it is given in the equation. Now applying the elementary row operations on the augmented matrix AB, we get the meaning of augmented matrices. I am going to join A and B matrix together which becomes an augmented matrix. And if we check the augmented matrix is nothing but A matrix, I'm writing it as it is, and B matrix I'm joining, just I'm putting a /9 in between A and B. If you check the order of the matrix, we are having 3 rows and 4 columns. It is not a square matrix. That is why in Gaussian elimination method we told that the given matrix need not be a square matrix. Now I am going to find using rank method, that is I am going to apply row echelon form concept, that is interchanging of rows, multiplying constant and so on. The first target is I am going to convert this 4 as 0. So what is the idea of finding rank? In the position of 4, 6 and -2, I want to bring 0. First what I am doing is, in place of 4, I am converting the value as 0. Just see the steps, students. In place of 4, I am bringing it as 0. Then I am targeting on 2, or you can target on this place. In this place I already am getting it as 0. I am targeting on 2. While I am targeting on 2, I am getting the value. The last stage I am getting the value as 0. If you see, I am getting in the form of triangle. And now remember one thing, this /line represents the first value belongs to A and the second value belongs to B. That is rank of A. What is the meaning of rank of A? Number of non-zero rows. First row I am having elements, second and third row I am having 0. So only in first row I am having a non-zero element. That is why the rank of A equal to 1. Rank of AB is nothing but, totally I am going to take this matrix fully. If you see, only in first row I am having the element, and second and third I am not having the element. So rank of AB is also 1. Rank of A and rank of AB is equal. That is, the value is 1. But n equal to 3. Number of unknown is 3. That is, rank of A, rank of AB equal to n minus k. N is 3 and k is nothing but the rank of A and rank of AB, that is 1. 3 minus 1 equal to 2. That is, for 2 variables I am going to replace the constant. That is, I am going to replace another one alphabet. Just here, hence the system is consistent with 2 parameter family of solution. From where I am getting this 2 is, from this calculation I am getting the value as 2. 2 parameter family of solution. That is, I am going to go in reverse. For Z I am going to replace another variable as t parameter, and for y I am going to use another parameter as s, where s and t belongs to capital R. The equivalent system is written by using row echelon form we get. Before seeing this equation, we will see how we are getting this equation. That is, if you see the last matrix, we have found this matrix. In this matrix, in the top I am going to write it as x, y and z, and this is called as constant. And from this I am framing the equation like this. That is 4x minus 2y plus 2z equal to 4. In this way only I am getting the equation 4x minus 2y plus 2z equal to 4. After simplifying, what I am doing here is, just I am replacing y and z by s and t. And from this equation I am getting the value for x. Just I am simplifying and getting the value of x as x is equal to 1 by 2 into t plus s minus t. That is, the solution set is x, y, z. Just I am replacing the values for x, y and z, where s comma t belongs to R. Since we are getting infinitely many solutions, the solution will be of this model, and we will be giving the values for s and t. We will be getting infinite number of solutions. Exercise 1.6 third sum. Investigate the values of lambda and nu. The system of linear equation 2x plus 3y plus 5z equal to 9, 7x plus 3y minus 5z equal to 8, 2x plus 3y plus lambda z equal to nu have no solution, unique solution and infinite number of solution. Exercise 1.6 third sum. We are taking the equations. In this equation I am having 3 unknowns, that is n equal to 3. That is, x, y, z is known as the unknown. First I am going to write in this form, that is Ax equal to B. So first what is the thing is, what is the matrix for A is, I am going to take the coefficients of x, y and z, that is 2, 3, 5, 7, 3, minus 5, 2, 3, lambda. X is nothing but the variables x, y, z, and B is your constant, that is 9, 8, nu. Now I am going to find the augmented matrix, that is A, B. How to write the augmented matrix? That is 2, 3, 5, 7, 3, minus 5, 2, 3, lambda, 9, 8, nu. Now I am going to find the rank of this matrix. What is the concept, students? That is 2, 7, 3. In this position I am going to bring the value as 0. If you see, I am finding the rank. First I am going to bring in this place I am going to bring the value as 0. So what I am doing is R3 is equal to that is row 3 implies row 3 plus of minus 1 row 1. When I am calculating, I will be getting the answer like this, that is 0, 0, lambda minus 5, nu minus 9. The first two rows will be as it is. Now in place of 7 I want to bring the value as 0. It is not possible for me to bring it directly, so what I am going to do here is, that is R2 implies R2 plus minus 1 R1. If I do like this, I will get the value as 2, 3, 5, 9. In place of R2, I will get the value as 5, 0, minus 10, minus 1, 0, 0, lambda minus 5, nu minus 9. Now what I am going to do is, I am going to bring, in 5 2s are 10. So what I am going to do here is R1. I am going to multiply this R1 by 5 R1, R2 by 2 into R2. That is, if I multiply, I will get the value as 10, 15, 25, 45. In 2 table, if I multiply by 2 table, I will get the value as 10, 0, minus 20, minus 2. The third row I am going to write it as it is 0, 0, lambda minus 5, nu minus 9. Why I am doing this calculation is, in place of 10 I want to bring the value as 0. So only one step I am going to do here. That is, what I am going to do here is R2 implies R2 plus of minus 1 R1. If I do this calculation, I am going to get this answer. That is 10, 15, 25, 45. And the second place will be 0, minus 15, minus 45, minus 47. The last one is 0, 0, lambda minus 5, nu minus 9. Just for simplification, what I am going to do here is, in place of R1, just I am going to make the number easy. That is, I want to just divide by 5 table. If I divide, the last value what I am going to get here is 2, 3, 5, 9, 0, minus 15, minus 45, minus 47, 0, 0, lambda minus 5, nu minus 9. If you see, now I'm getting zeros in the form of triangle. That is, the row echelon form concept is over. Now we are going to check whether we are going to have no solution, unique solution and infinite number of solution. Now I'm taking the augmented matrix AB. I'm getting in this form. In these three places I'm getting the value as 0. Now I'm going to start to check the conditions, that is no solution, unique solution, infinite number of solution. For all these three concept we are going to check only the rank. No solution means rank of A not equal to rank of AB. Unique solution, rank of A equal to rank of AB equal to n. Infinite number of solution, rank of A equal to rank of AB less than n. In place of lambda and nu, I am going to give the value in such a way it is going to satisfy these three conditions on the basis of rank. Now I can give the number in such a way that I should get no solution. So in this place I am going to give the value for lambda equal to 5. In place of lambda I am going to give 5, nu equal to 5. And if you substitute the value for lambda and nu, you will get the value like this, 0, 0, 0, minus 4. This place is known as matrix A and this is B. Now just see as students, what I am going to do is, if you check the rank of A here, just hide this one. If you check the rank of A, you will get it as 2 because the last row is fully 0. Rank of A is 2 and rank of AB equal to 3. That is fully I am going to see. I am having first row fully number, second row also number, third row also I am having the number. But rank of AB equal to 3. Both the ranks are different. So I can say that rank of A not equal to rank of AB. So since I am getting this concept, I can say that it has no solution. The second one is, I am going to talk about unique solution. What is the meaning of unique? I should get the number as 3. Since I am having n, the value for n is 3, I should make rank of A and rank of AB as 3. So what is the value I am going to give here? Apart from 5 and 9, I am going to give some other value so that I can get the rank as 3. So what I am going to do here is, you can give any value, but it should be rank A should be 3 and rank of AB must be 3. So what I am going to do is, I am going to give the value for lambda 6 and nu 6. You will be getting the value as rank AB equal to 2, 3, 5, 9, 0, minus 15, minus 45, minus 47, 0, 0, 1, and you will get the value as minus 3. Now if you see, rank of A is 3, rank of A bar B is also 3, and the number of unknowns, since because of the condition unique solution means you have to check all these three conditions. Now I can say that implies rank of A equal to rank of A bar B equal to 3. All these three conditions satisfy, so I can say it as an unique solution. And the third one is infinite number of solution. Infinite number of solution. Infinite number of solution means the rank of A and rank of AB must be less than n. So what I am going to do is, I am going to give the value for lambda equal to 5, nu equal to 9. I will be getting in this form. If you check, rank of A equal to 2, rank of AB equal to 2 and n equal to 3. So I am getting the condition which is necessary for infinite number of solution. Next we are going to see exercise 1.7. Exercise 1.7, first sum. I am taking this equation. If you see this equation, left hand side you are having the variables x, y, z. Right hand side, in place of constant you are having it as 0. If you are going to have in this form, that is in place of constant, if you are going to have 0 means, then I can say this system of equation is a homogeneous equation. The meaning of homogeneous is, in place of constant if you are going to have 0, I can say that. So as usual, the same procedure we are going to do it as it is done in 1.6. First I am finding the number of unknowns n equal to 3. Here instead of augmented matrix AB, I am going to just use that A0. Actually I'm going to tell it as AO. I'm going to find the by row echelon form. As usual, 4, 5, 9 in this position I'm going to make it as 0. Just see the calculation, students. Using that row echelon form concept, we are calculating. First I'm making this position as 0. Then I'm just coming for the second row. First element I'm making it as 0. Once here the matrix satisfies the row echelon form, after that I'm checking the rank of A, that is rank of A equal to 2 and augmented matrix rank of AO equal to 2. But the value for n equal to 3, that is rank of A, rank of AO equal to n minus k, that is 3 minus 2 equal to 1. 1 means I'm going to change only one parameter, that is I'm going to change z with one parameter, that in place of z I'm going to give the value as t. Now the equivalent system is written by using the row echelon form. We get from the last matrix, I'm going to frame the equation, that is x, y, z constant, that is 3x plus 2y plus 7z equal to 0. In such a way I'm framing the equation. I'll be getting two equations here, that is I'm getting two equations here. First I replaced z equal to t. Now I am going to replace y. Just I am taking that is using back substitution method, I am going to do the calculation. Minus y minus 2z equal to 0. I am taking this equation. This equation can be written as minus y minus 2t equal to 0. I want to find the value for y. So what is the value for y I am getting here after calculating? I am getting the value for y equal to minus 2t. Now I am taking the equation, that is the first equation, replace the value for y and z. Finally, after calculating, I will be getting the answer for x is equal to minus t. Therefore, the solution set is minus t, comma, minus 2t, comma t. That is x, y, z, and this is known as infinite number of solution. Second sum. I am taking the equations. See the constant, in place of constant I am having the value as 0. So this is known as homogeneous equation. Same procedure as we done in exercise 1.6. What is the value for n? The value for n equal to 3. I am creating an augmented matrix. Augmented matrix, I am taking the coefficient of x, y, z. I am replacing the constant. Same procedure. Last row, first element I am making it as 0. Last row, first element I am making it as 0. After making this position as 0, keep one thing in your mind. Once if you are converting the last row first element as 0, never bring a number down. If you bring any other number, you will not get, you can't calculate the rank of that particular matrix. Then I am going to target on 3, that is second row first position I want to bring it as 0. So after doing calculation, depends upon the way how you are going to do the calculation, I am getting the value as 0. Finally, I am getting in the row echelon form. As usual, same procedure. Check the rank of A. I am getting the rank of A equal to 3. Rank of augmented matrix AO is also 3. While you are checking for augmented matrix, see here. First row I am having element. Second row also I am having the element. Third row also I am having the element. Because of the 0, don't think that the rank of A will be different. Rank of augmented matrix will be different. Rank of augmented matrix is also 3. And n equal to 3. So all the three concepts are equal. Hence the system is consistent and has a unique solution. Since it has a unique solution, I am just replacing the matrix in the equation form. That is first equation, second equation and third equation I will be getting in this form. Z equal to 0. Just using back substitution method I am calculating. I am going in reverse order. First I am finding the z value. I am getting the answer as 0. Second, I am taking the second equation. Substitute the value for z. I will get the answer for y equal to 0. I am taking the first equation. Substitute the value for y and z. I am getting the answer for x equal to 0. So in that word itself I am having the meaning unique. Unique means one solution. Therefore the solution set is 0. Hence the system has a trivial solution only. So what is the meaning of trivial and non-trivial? Trivial means equal to 0, non-trivial not equal to 0. We are having a lot of meaning in trivial and non-trivial. According to the problem, we will be explaining the concept. Exercise 1.7 second sum. Determine the value of lambda for which the following system of equation x plus y plus 3z equal to 0, 4x plus 3y plus lambda z equal to 0, 2x plus y plus 2z equal to 0 has unique solution. Second, a non-trivial solution. Now, exercise 1.7 second sum. We are having the equation and the constant I am having it as 0, and this is known as homogeneous equation. Here the number of unknown is 3, and again I am going to use the same concept, that is transforming the augmented matrix using row echelon form. Same method, last row first element I am going to make it as 0. Just see the calculation how I have done. Last row first element I am making it as 0. Then I am targeting on 4, and similarly do the calculation, use the method what we apply for row echelon form, and I am getting it as 0. And finally I am getting in the form of triangle. Triangle shape I am getting the value as 0. Now this is the final row echelon form matrix, and I am going to find unique solution and non-trivial solution. Regarding homogeneous equation, the meaning for trivial is rank of A, rank of augmented matrix, that is rank of AO equal to n. Non-trivial means rank of A and rank of augmented matrix must be less than n. Unique solution, in place of lambda, I am going to give the value as 2, and if you see both the ranks, that is rank of A and rank of augmented matrix, both are same, that is 3. So the system is consistent and has a unique solution. Non-trivial solution, in place of lambda I am going to give the value as 8. While I am giving the value as 8, the rank is reduced, that is rank of A and rank of augmented matrix is 2 and n equal to 3. So I am getting this condition, rank of A, rank of augmented matrix is less than n. Therefore, the system is consistent and has a non-trivial solution. Next, we will see exercise 1.7 third sum. Exercise 1.7 third sum. By using Gaussian elimination method, we are going to balance the given equation, that is C2H6 plus O2 implies H2O plus CO2. Regarding Gaussian elimination method, if you see the question, left hand side you are having 2 terms and right hand side you are having 2 terms. Totally I am having 4 terms. So this is the procedure of doing the sum. That is, we are going to find positive integers x1, x2, x3, x4. Why I am having 4 positive integers is, left hand side I am having 2 terms and right hand side I am having 2 terms. I am multiplying those positive integers like this, that is x1, x2, x3 and x4, and this is in this place only I am going to balance the chemical reaction, and I am marking it as star. Now let us see how to first find the equations. If you see the alphabets, you are going to have CHO, that is carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Coming to the equation star, for an identification I am writing like this. Now I am going to target only on carbon. Left hand side, just see the equation, students. Left hand side, only in one term I am having it. I am having the value C, that is x1 C2H6. In place of C, see the number at the bottom 2. So I am going to write like this, 2. And what is a positive integer I am multiplying here? X1 equal to, coming to right hand side, if you see here I am not having any number, that means in place of C suffix I am going to have it as 1. And what is a positive integer? X4, that is 1 x4. Just rearrange the equation, you will be getting like this, that is 2x1 minus 1x4 can be written as x4 equal to 0. Mark it as equation 1. Coming to hydrogen, hydrogen, similarly I can write like this. And be careful while you are writing those values. 6x1 equal to, right hand side if you see 2, just see this number 2x3. So I can write like this, which is nothing but 6x1 minus 2x3 equal to 0. If you divide by 2 means, just for simplification, you will get the answer as 3x1 minus x3 equal to 0 and mark it as equation 2. Similarly, for oxygen, just see the values here. 2x2 is equal to, in place of O I am not having any number in the suffix, that is 1. 1x3 plus 2x4. That implies you will get the value as 2x2 minus x3 minus 2x4 equal to 0. Mark it as equation 3. From 1, 2 and 3, I can write the equation in this way. That is, wherever the particular positive integer is absent, I am going to write it as 0 and you are going to arrange the equation, that is x1, x2, x3 and x4. Here, the number of unknown is n is equal to 4. Same procedure we are going to do. Once after getting the equations, we are going to start the procedure, that is transforming the augmented matrix to row echelon form. That is, I am writing the augmented matrix as usual, row echelon form, but starting itself I am having 0, so I am not going to have any problem. I am going to, in place of 3 and 2 position, I am going to bring it as 0. Just see the calculation, students. You are going to try the calculations because the whole chapter is based on this calculation. And if you see, you are getting in the triangle form. Triangle form, I am getting the value as 0. And in this place, I am having like this, that is x1, x2, x3, x4 constant. Now, let us see the rank of A. The rank of A is 3. Rank of augmented matrix is also 3. But n equal to 4. We are having 4 unknown variables. That is, if I check this condition, I am going to go for the second rule. So what is the second rule? That is n minus k. N is nothing but 4. K is nothing but the rank what I am getting in A and augmented matrix. 4 minus 3, 1. What is the meaning of 1? 1 means I am going to change only one variable, that is the last one, x4. x4, in place of x4, I am going to replace the value as t. I am going to use back substitution method. Back substitution method, I am going to go in reverse. First, I have given the value for x4 equal to t. Now I am going to go for x3. Before that, I told you how to derive these equations from the matrix. I have derived 3 equations. I am just taking the last one. Last one, x4 I am replacing and I am getting the value for x3. Then just see the procedure. In the same way, you will be getting the value for x1 and x2. After getting the value, since x1, x2, x3 and x4 are positive integers, we choose t equal to 4. We are just taking t equal to 4. To balance the equation, I am going to take like this, t equal to 4. Since we are having 4 positive integers. Wherever I am going to have t, that is, I have taken the values x1, x2, x3, x4. In place of t, I am going to give the value as 4. After giving the value, I am getting the value as x1 equal to 2, x2 equal to 7, x3 equal to 6 and x4 equal to 4. Thus, therefore, the balanced equation is that in place of star, I am going to replace the value, that is x1, x2, x3 and x4. We are getting the equation as 2C2H6 plus 7O2 implies 6H2O plus 4CO2. In this class, we have completed exercise 1.6 and 1.7 based on consistency and inconsistency. Please understand the concept and then do the sums. Thank you.